What's up, you guys, and welcome back to another video, and I hope everyone have a great day. If you're new, welcome to my channel. My name is Jai. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to. Much appreciation tuning into the video. We're back with top 10, the most top 10 abandoned dogs that are cursed. Bad enough Robert and Annabelle is cursed, but we're gonna see what the top 10 dogs is.
I never thought dolls were creepy growing up. I died over Barbies and Bratz, but you guys have heard me say that like a million times, so I'm not even gonna waste my breath like I just did. But as soon as those little dolls start acting up and doing they should be doing, it's like sayonara senpai, none of that for me. And the worst is when you've seen it do something possessed-like or unnatural, because then you're paranoid as hell. All of a sudden their eyes are following your every move. Did I really put Barbie in that box, or was she always on my dresser? I don't know. What is up, you guys? Hope you're having a awesome day. I'm your host, Eamon Hassan, and welcome back to another video. Stick around till the end for your comment shout-outs. But without further ado, today we are getting into the top 10 abandoned dolls that are cursed. Starting us off with number 10 is Sophia. Why is it that the antique-looking dolls are always the cursed ones? People are always like, oh, ye of little faith. Like, no I had little faith. Look at what the days of yore gave us. Nothing but societal issues and cursed porcelain dolls. And the doll was given to a girl by her grandfather. She has a white and brown dress on with a big brown bow on her neck and a brown olden-looking hat. At least have some color in your outfit, jeez. Anyways, things took a turn for the worse when the girl's granddad died, because the doll would start whispering, "Dream with me," and giggle. Apparently that was a phrase the granddad used to say to her before reading her bedtime stories. The girl's parents heard it too and really wanted to give the doll away, but they suspiciously died in a car accident right before they were going to. Was that Sophia's doing? Because if so, she has massive reach and I am terrified.
Seems to me the grandpa
After the parents' death, the doll
the
went from whispering "dream with me" to "die with me," and that was the end of that. Coming in at number 9 is Mandy. So Mandy is this porcelain baby doll that wears a white outfit and bonnet. Her face is proper murked though, since it's cracked up and not very well kept. Mandy is currently stored in a glass box in a Canadian museum, and she's apparently so dangerous you can't take her out of the box without smashing it. The previous owner gave it to the museum after realizing Mandy was beyond screwed up. She would keep the doll in her basement and would always hear the cries of her baby from down there. The guy who takes care of the museum claimed he could hear dainty footsteps coming from her room when no one's in there. Customers have also reported seeing her blink and follow them with her eyes. But I feel like with any doll, it always follows you with its eyes. Does anyone else feel that way?
It's not me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't have no haunted anything.
At number 8 we have Susie. So this doll's case file was under Ed and Lorraine Warren, so you know some spooky supernatural shit is about to go down. Heather Platt was given the doll by her aunt who actually made it, and I don't know why she would make something so bloody terrifying. Her static smile looks like the ones off the Night of the Living Dummy Goosebumps books, like you guys know what I mean. Like, hello. No. The first night Susie spent in the house, her parents saw this black figure walking toward their house and heard growling from the inside. Over the next few weeks, they realized Susie moved on her own accord and would move objects that were way heavier than she was. She was also outright dangerous and would pull the kids' hair and ended up needing to be exorcised by a priest for it to leave their house for good.
It should be controlled. Definitely be controlled.
Filling at number 7 slot is The Purchase. This one's from Redditor KK Holiday 07, who said their college roommate's sister decided to buy a haunted doll off the internet because the owner was desperate to get rid of it. The girl was fully aware that it could be a complete prank, and she herself was a major skeptic when it came to things like this, so when reality set in and it was so much different than what she expected, she was shooken. As soon as she got the doll, things at her house went haywire. She started having intense violent nightmares every night. Her dog started throwing up blood despite the vet saying it was fine. I mean, leave the dog out for God's sake. The girl started hearing voices that would tell her to harm herself, and she actually ended up being admitted into a mental institution and is still very much there 8 years later. As for the doll, she's probably hopefully rotting in hell. Now, number 6 is the voodoo doll. The fact that voodoo is in the name of the doll not give you the clue that maybe you shouldn't buy it. Seems like common sense to me, but clearly not. The rag doll that looks like it's been burnt and tortured at least
voodoo
14
is good and
times was
bad.
bought on eBay by some random woman. When it finally arrived, it was in a silver box, and the instructions online said do not open the box and let the doll out under any circumstances. But the woman did it anyway. Honestly, if you're gonna buy a voodoo doll, I'm already gonna question your sanity and intelligence, so I was not surprised when she opened the box, like, okay, great, you're still dumb. Now, the doll started appearing in the woman's dreams and actually attacked her during the night a few times, so she was like, screw this, I'm gonna sell you. And she did successfully, and multiple times, but each time she sold it, it would somehow appear back in her house. I'm sure by now the woman's abandoned the doll in some landfill under tons of garbage, but the doll probably made it back into her bed somehow. You know how they be. Coming in at number 5 is Alice. So Alice got passed down from generation to generation, but initially belonged to the grandmother of the girl who has it now. Again, she's porcelain white, blue eyes, brown hair, blush that covers her entire cheek and jaw surface area for some weird reason, and this Mona Lisa smile where you don't know whether she's smiling at you or plotting your demise. Rumor has it when the grandma was young, one of her good friends passed away, and her spirit is now stuck inside of Alice. EVP recordings have picked up the doll saying, I want to be left alone to suffer. I mean, technically she just wants to be alone and not hurt anyone, but just in case, she's locked away on some shelf somewhere, so all's well that ends well, I guess. At number 4 is Elmo. I feel like Elmo toys are so popular, obviously because of how popular Sesame Street is. I don't think I've ever walked into a Toys R Us without seeing some sort of Elmo toys somewhere. Never actually had one myself though. I do have Sesame Street pajamas.
Told that Russ out of business, girl.
Those are nice and comfortable. Either way, the Bowmans decided to buy a talking Elmo doll back in 2008 for their 2-year-old son, James. The doll was programmed to say the child's name and 2 other phrases, but nothing else. But after the family changed its batteries, the doll started ad-libbing other words like kill James, which I don't even know how the doll would be able to say unless it was A, programmed into him, or B, he was just possessed. And imagine hearing that in Elmo's sing-songy voice like, no. And they got rid of it ASAP Rocky, so good for them.
Some of the toy companies know what they're doing.
Like they know what they're doing. Most out of any of the ones on the list, and that's something that just does not sit well with me. Hoopa's interesting because she was made to look like an exact replica of the girl who owned her. So she has blue eyes, curly blonde hair, and she's wearing a matching blue hat, dress, and bow. She's one of the cutest dolls on this list, actually, if not the cutest, but according to the family that she lived with, she would change her expression and move her arms on multiple occasions. She's stored in a glass box, and whenever she's in a bit of a mood, you know, a bit of a tantrum, she'll start tapping on the glass, and when someone comes to give her attention, they find her hands on the glass. Hoopa is honestly chaotic and mischievous. She's tried to escape countless times, but to no avail. Just like, girl, stop trying. I'm guessing she has the spirit of the girl who owned her inside of her. You know, that would make sense. Now, at number 2 is Caroline. The doll's owner had a very tragic history. Both the girl's mother and grandma were burned at the stake for being witches. So, I mean, this doll is really all the girl had for company and female love. Looks-wise, it's this very porcelain white doll with red curly hair, blue eyes, big old red cheeks, and those 20s, you know, like line eyebrows that look like trash. Now, the girl lived her life, she got older, and tragically passed away while giving birth to her child. The doll then found itself in this other man's collection, but after a few months of having it, he decided to give it away as well. People in his family had mysteriously started dying ever since he acquired the doll, so it was like, well, it's clear to see what the cause is. I mean, no it's gonna cause people to die. It's haunted by the spirit of the girl, her mum, her grandma. It's like the thing is collecting souls. And finally, at number 1 is Cassia. The story of this doll is truly horrific and originates in Russia. One of the Tsar's concubines was pregnant and very much hoping for a son. When she gave birth, though, not only was it a girl, the girl was also deformed, so they burnt her alive. The mother then mixed the ashes with pottery clay and made it into a doll, which is really, really messed up. If you didn't want the girl to begin with, why keep her ashes and make her into something inanimate? The doll itself is extremely creepy. The face is one proper eye and one like glossy faded over one. Her face is cracking to reveal the yellow clay underneath, and of course she's made of the baby's ashes. Cassia is under strict surveillance because her curse is actually very dangerous. If you look at her face more than 20 seconds and she winks at you, then you may as well just say your goodbyes. Something bad will happen to you since she left her mark on you, and all you can do is just wait for it, really. And that is it for today's video, guys. Let's move on to the comment shout-out part of the video. video, I'm shouting out comments from the top 10 abandoned universities.
Read some things I was gonna do. Yeah, like these dolls, and once somebody dies, they taking over that doll, just like the Chucky movie. Not physically like the Chucky movie, but like how he moves. But once that soul connects with that doll, the doll is haunted itself. I'm surprised that she didn't talk about Robert or Annabelle. I guess we all heard those before, but more than one, more than two, I should say. That's a lot. So thank you guys for tuning into this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the video if you're new. And if you want to, tell me guys what you think about this video. Are you scared of dolls? Duh. Dolls, clowns, and etc. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. And once again, have the most awesome, positive day. Till next time, peace.